Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our iStaging talk today. My name is Stefan, and I'm here today with my colleague Andrea, who you can speak with via the chat on the right side of your screen. You can communicate with her throughout the webinar, ask her any questions, but don't worry if you don't get immediate answers to those questions. We will also have some time at the end of the webinar. Please let her know if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay, if the connection is good to make sure that we're ready to get started. As I said, thank you for being here. Really exciting topic today. We're going to be talking about it. I'm going to show you the new features that we've been launching over the last couple of weeks that are actually available, and a lot of people actually are not aware that they're possible, that they can get access to these specific features, and sometimes you're not entirely sure what to do with them. Like, how do I use them in my virtual tour to enhance my experience? And that's really what it is all about today. So we want to show you guys possible ways of enhancing your virtual tour, using all of these different types of features that we've got to give you an idea in many different industries. So if you already have an iStaging account and you're already creating virtual tours, these features are valuable. If you are completely new and you want to learn about what is possible, then this is also very valuable. So, and it doesn't matter what industry you're active in. It could be you might want to build a virtual exhibition. You might be active in the real estate industry, in tourism. You might have a retail store, an automotive showroom, a museum, maybe. All of those, in any sort of space that you want to digitize and ultimately visualize and virtually visit, these features will come in really, really handy. So I hope to be able to finish this in about, the next 15 minutes or so. And I'm going to start by sharing my screen and showing you some of these examples. I want to mention that when I share my screen, I will not be able to see the chat. So please let Andrea know if anything happens so that she can let me know in case that you don't hear me or something like that. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. So give me a couple seconds. Should be done within 10-20 seconds, something like that. So I'm going to start by showing you a couple of virtual tours and different possibilities in them. So you should all be able to see my screen right now. Okay, and I'm going to open this virtual tour. First of all, I'm going to show you three different samples. And the first one that I want to show you here is actually, it's a virtual booth, but imagine that this can also be a retail store or showroom or anything like that. Now the actual booth that you're looking at is a 3D rendered panoramic image, but I want to let you guys know that anything that you see in here, so all of the products, for example, the branding, the logos, the videos, the text, those are all added manually by us after you've uploaded your panorama. So you can see that you can add all kinds of, visually attractive things. And in this case, it's a 3D rendered panorama, but you can obviously also capture an actual space using a 360 camera or our smartphone capture solution, and then afterwards add all of these images in it. So now in this case, we're looking at a sports booth, a Wilson booth, more specifically related to tennis. So first of all, you'll see all the different tennis rackets here. And even though every single tennis racket is an actual tag that you upload, I've obviously customized the icon, because a tag always has a standard icon, but you can customize that icon to then reflect a tennis racket. And as you can see, the tennis rackets are all sort of perfectly aligned with each other, and have adjusted the angle. And that's one of the features that we've recently launched, something that we call tag fitting. It allows you to adjust the angle of your image to make it more immersive and make it fit with the space. Obviously, in an actual real booth, you wouldn't be able to place the tennis rackets like that, but that's the beauty of a virtual booth. You can be a little bit creative. So let me click on one. So you see, if I click on a tennis racket, a little tag pops up with more information. So an image, a call to action button, the price, and a description. So that's a specific type of tag. If I then click on another one here on the right, it is just an image. So there's no actual description, there's no call to action, it's just an image basically enlarged from what you just clicked on. If I go further, again, you see the tennis balls, the bags, the shoes here, all added, customized after you've uploaded your panorama. Let me click on this. On these shoes here. I hope that this will load. It might take a little bit of time. If it doesn't, I'll just move on. But this would actually be a 360 model. It probably has to do with the fact that I'm running multiple programs at the same time at the moment, so I apologize for that. But it's a 360 icon that I can then turn in 360, something that we can also do. So if you don't have a 360 model, reach out to us and we can tell you what to do exactly. I think that it's just because I'm doing multiple things that it doesn't load at the moment. So I apologize, but I'll move on. If you want to know more, we can share this virtual tour with you later, and you can look at it from your own laptop or on smartphone. What you've probably seen, again, this logo in the top corner, added afterwards. If I click on this, browse through our bestsellers, it's actually it will open up a web page. So this is something that we call a web tag, and you can actually enter a website. Now, I'm thinking that we're facing the same issue here as that we just did with the 360 model. When I did a trial run just before, when I tested this just earlier today, we didn't have a problem. So I think it has to do with the fact that I have multiple things open at the same time, including the webinar software. So anyway, that's my fault. I apologize for that, but you'll get the idea. It's an actual web page embedded in your virtual tour, which means that the people don't actually leave the virtual tour, because as soon as they do that, it's very unlikely that they actually come back into the virtual tour. So everything is basically embedded. And one of the beautiful, one of the coolest features that I think we currently got is that video tag, which actually enables you to create a screen within your virtual space. As you can see right now, and in this case, it's a screen on a TV, and it will automatically play the video instead of having to click on an actual icon with a pop-up, and then actually shows you the video. So this is really cool, and I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute. I have another example there. Now, you might actually, you might have seen this little icon right here, which is a little bit of a weird icon in this particular booth. And let me tell you what that is. This is what we call teleport. So this is a feature that actually, it's essentially a hotspot, which enables you to move, a hotspot enables you to move from one panorama to the next. But in this case, the teleport feature allows you to move from one virtual tour to another virtual tour in the same URL, okay? So obviously, if I now want to click on if I want to view a different virtual tour, I would have to leave this one and click on a different virtual tour. But with the use of teleport, I can actually move to a completely different virtual tour without having to search for another virtual tour or open a new URL link. So let's do that. As you can see, I hope that you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. I think we should be good. Okay, in this case, we're looking at a gallery. So here, an art gallery, for example, but any museum would be possible as well. And again, you will see the paintings that are here hanging on the wall. Those are actually images that we added afterwards. And with that tag fitting feature that I just talked to you, that allows you or enables you to adjust the angle, it actually looks like the paintings are literally hanging on the wall, which is really, really cool. And you'll be able to do that with any of the tags. So if I click on it, it will, in this case, it actually says I'm a tag because this is the tag feature. If I go here to the left, it will show you that this is actually an image, the image tag that also enables you to scale up and scale down, so to zoom in and zoom out basically. And again, very valuable for any type of virtual space to enhance the digital experience that you've got. I actually forgot something really important, and I'm going to go back to that in a minute, so I apologize for that. Again, I'm going to go to the next one with this teleport feature. I just want to go back to the Wilson booth in a minute to show you something really cool that I forgot to show you just now. Okay, now this is a property, a virtual tour of a property. And again, here you see the video here. And in this case, it's the real estate agent actually introducing the property. And if you land here, that's obviously in the first panorama, and you see that, then you'll watch that first before you, explore the virtual tour yourself later on, which is really cool. Now, this video tag, you'll actually be able to decide the size of that video yourself. So, I mean, the size of the frame. So I can make it as small or as big as possible, and adds lots and lots of value to your virtual tour. Much, much better. Well, I wouldn't say much, much better, but in some cases, I would say it's much, much better than having to click on an actual tag and then showing the video. So I hope that sort of makes sense. Again, you can be creative with this stuff, right? It just takes a little bit of creativity and a little bit of time and testing out and trying out, how can I use all these features? Because there's so much you can do, but most people just don't realize it. They either forget to use the tags, or they don't know that they can customize them. Lots of possibilities. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go back to the initial booth sample that I showed you, because if you have a lot of tags, then it's also very handy to be able to search for specific tags and search for specific products within the virtual tour. And that's what the search feature in the top right is for. So for example, if I now click on rackets, it will show me all of the different rackets in this virtual tour, all of the tags. And if I then click on more information regarding this one, it will instantly show me more information regarding that specific tag. So really cool, really handy, especially when you use a lot of tags. If you have more than 20, if you have multiple spaces that have, maybe even 100 or 150 tags, then being able to search for the viewer what they're looking for and then instantly move there is really, really handy. Okay, then two more things that I want to show you. Number one is analytics. We now have analytics in your in the VR area, or the possibility to have analytics. Besides total views, total comments, and the number of likes, what you will also see is the number of views per panorama. Okay, so you will see that here. In this case, it's only one panorama in this tour, and it will show you 30, the total number. Remember that obviously your first panorama will, or the panorama that people land on will be the panorama with the most views, but specifically for the other ones, you can see what people are most interested in. Then below that, you will see all of the tags that you have inside this specific virtual tour. You can see the type of tag, how many times people have viewed that or clicked on it, and, excuse me, if there is a call to action button, for example, a buy now button, you can also see if people clicked on that with here on the column on the right. So you will see if it's NA not applicable, that means that in this specific tag there's no call to action button. But that also allows you to see, hey, or enables you to see, hey, how many people actually clicked on, have an intention to buy this product, for example, or service. Again, this, I'm showing you a booth with actual products, or I showed you, an example, but also for services or even for universities and education, you can use all of the stuff to visually, enhance that digital experience. Then the last thing that I want to show you before I'm going to tell you how you can get access to all of these features and I'm going to go here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I want to show you a video. I want to show you a video of Touring, a new version of Touring. Some of you might know what Touring is, others might not. Touring is our virtual guided tour system that enables you to virtually guide someone through your virtual tour. Now, in our current Touring feature, it's you can actually a viewer can call you from a virtual tour that they're looking at. Then your phone will ring as the owner of the virtual tour, and you can then communicate. But it's only one-to-one, and there's no video included. So I want to show you the new version. Oh, sorry guys, give me a sec. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we should be good to go. Here you go. So I hope you guys are seeing this video. Again, you're in the video editor where you build your virtual tours. There's a tab called Touring, and you can then click on Activate Touring, which activate the touring space or the touring room. You can then send that link to the people that you want to share the virtual tour with. Then first of all, you will see yourself. You'll see me in the bottom corner, and anyone that joins, you will see them popping up on the left. So you'll be able to communicate and with multiple people at the same time. The maximum number of people that can be in this touring call would be 10. All right, so you would have a maximum of 10 people. And then the screens are automatically synced. So everyone that is in this virtual tour will see what I am doing. So if I'm moving, their screen will move as well, regardless of their location. So they could be in completely different locations. They could be on opposite sides of the world. You'll be able to see each other like this. The video that you see right now, again, this is, you'll be able to show all the different types of tags and all the different types of visual information that you display in the virtual tour. And this is a new version, obviously being able to see each other, and is so valuable, so beneficial. And because you're actually now looking at a specific property, now we're looking at maybe an actual virtual open home. We're basically, which is difficult to do in times like these, but generally, people like this experience. Just, I want to be able, before I actually spend time going to a specific property, if I can talk to, anyone, even if it's a salesperson in a retail store, or if it's, someone in a museum or an automotive showroom, this is obviously, a great first interaction. So this is also something new that we've got available. All right, so I'm just going to close this down. And now your question is, this is the final part of our talk, how do I get access to all of these features? Some of the features that I showed you today are obviously already available in your standard plan, but most of them are not. These are very advanced corporate features, as we would call them. And we want to give you the possibility to try them out. So we've made a package for you that you can try. And let me just open that here. So before I talk about the specific details of the package, what are the features that would be included? Number one is touring. So the touring and unlimited usage. All right, for the people that are familiar with iStaging, you know that touring is based on minutes. For this trial, you will have unlimited usage. You can talk as long as you want. Then the advanced tag features. So the video that I showed you, the tag fitting, being able to adjust every single tag, the angle of every single tag, and teleport, being able to move from one virtual tour to the next within the same URL or the same tab. The data analysis that I showed you, so views, comments, likes, tag views, clicks, the country of the visitor is possible to see, and the duration, so how long have they looked at your virtual tour as well. And the last one, which is also included in this initial trial package, is three spaces, so three panoramas. We will add two booths and one venue panorama. Now this is specifically, it's a little bit more related to virtual exhibitions, but we will put those in your trial account so that you can start trying out and see how this works. All of that is available for 1 month, okay, for $199. Okay, that would be $199 for a 1 month trial, and you have access to all of them, and it's all basically unlimited. Okay, to give you an idea, okay, I just want to see how this works. I want to get access to all of them. What is most important to me? And then after that initial month, you can say, hey, you know, maybe it's maybe you want all of them. Maybe you say, well, I want the data analysis and I want touring, something like that. But you can come back to us after that initial trial month, and we can get you going with what you specifically need according to your, you know, your current plan or your new plan. If you already have an iStaging plan, then we will, for this trial, we will create a separate account for you, okay, for that month that enables you to try it out. And then after that month, you know, that trial account will be disabled and you'll be able to continue with your current plan. Okay? That's about it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I see that I've already been talking for 22 minutes, so longer than I initially thought. Yes, and let's see if there are any questions. So I'm going to wait for Andrea to see if there are any questions. So just to make sure, this $199 for this 1 month trial, okay, is just for the first month, okay? Then afterwards, you can talk to us and say, okay, hey, this is specifically what I need, and we will come up with a customized plan for you specifically. $199 for the trial. That's basically the initial trial. That's the $199 1 month trial, okay? The price afterwards, come to us after, either after the webinar or, you know, after you've done your initial trial, after 2-3 weeks, we'll talk to you, how's it going? We can set up a call. What is your experience like? What are the things that you specifically need for your plan? And we will customize your plan according to what it is that you're looking for. All right, Mark? I hope that makes sense. Frederick, are these features by default available in the basic app? The basic platform, so the features that I just showed on the screen, those are not available as standard features. But you know, adding a standard hotspot, adding a standard tag, a memo, those types of things, you know, being able to build a virtual tour is just part of our standard platform. But if you want to enhance your virtual tour, get access to these, you know, corporate advanced features that I showed you today, so specifically the list, we can share that list with you later on. Those will be included in your trial, and those will not be in your standard plan if you have an iStaging account. I hope that makes sense. So if you have an iStaging account, you can actually go into your account and actually check, right? You can see that, you know, analytics, for example, will not be there. You know, that video possibility that's to be at a screen will not be there. Teleport will not be there. Touring 2.0 will not be available in your standard account. So you can actually see it. Is this connected with an e-commerce website, Professor Samir? I hope I pronounced that correctly. I apologize if I didn't. You can actually connect it to an e-commerce website. Yes, that is possible. So you can either do that using the web tag or just a standard tag and add a call to action button that links to an e-commerce website directly where people can purchase anything that, you know, you're offering them, any product or service. So yes, very important. This is 100% possible. All right. Do you offer a private label partner program? Brandon, I am not entirely sure what you mean by private label, because we've learned in our experience that when people say stuff like that, they all have different things in mind. You know, if you ask 10 different people, you'll get 10 different answers. We do have a partner program, so you can reach out to us after the webinar, and we can give you more information regarding the partner program. I can put you in touch with one of my colleagues who is responsible for that. Actually, Andrea is responsible for that. Mr. Musa, can I use it for a furniture shop? Absolutely, yes. Also, very good question. You can essentially use it for any space. Okay, any space you'll be able to create a virtual tour, whether it's a 3D render or whether it's an actual captured furniture shop, and then you'll be able to add all of those different visual information, that I showed you today in the different samples that you've seen. So yes, you can use it for a furniture shop. If you need more information, I believe that we have been in touch, so we can talk about that later to see what exactly it is that you need. Christina, what if I wanted to last more than 1 month? Can I keep the venue and the booths? Okay, so the venue, again, come back to us after the webinar. Yes, we can make sure that you can keep your venue and your booths and the features after the trial. Absolutely, that is possible. So just, you know, come back to us. What I forgot to mention, one of the most important things is how do if you want to get access to the trial, what you need to do is contact us. So either me, my email address was on the screen, Stefan, S-T-E-F-A-N, @staging.com.tw, or you know, just let the Andrea know in the chat. You can also go to the website and say in the help, contact our customer service, say, hey, I want to get that trial going. Then we you can instantly make that happen for you, or at least your account will be set up within 24 hours after we received your payment, $199. So reach out to us with a quick message and we'll get it going within the next 24 hours. Really, really simple. We will be available after the webinar for a little while as well to answer any further questions for you, or if you say, hey, I really want to get this going, we will help you out. Frederick, we live in Europe. Which customer information is stored in the app? Well, we're hosting the virtual tours that you create. Those we're hosting all of them. And we abide by all of the privacy laws, basically, specifically also in Europe, for example, GDPR, all of those laws, we abide by those. You get access, and only you have access to obviously to your data. If you want data deleted, for example, after, if you want to leave the platform, or you're not using it anymore, or after a trial or something like that, we can make that happen for you as well. So I hope that makes sense. You don't have to worry about that. All the data, by the way, that you enter and that you store is yours. Even though we're hosting it, the data is yours. Can the trial still be done, say, January next year? This is a promotion. This is really specifically a promotion for the next month. So what I can, well, do you know what? We will reach out to you and we'll figure this out. We'll figure something out for you. See what it is that you might need for January. Okay. So, but this is specifically, I would say, for this month, the promotion. All right. I think if those are all the questions, then we are about finished. Then I'm happy, Frederick. I'm very happy that you think this is interesting. That's great. That's great to hear. I hope it was valuable. I hope it's valuable for all of you people that were here. I'm happy that you stuck around to the end of the webinar. It's lasted a little bit longer than our usual talks. Usually it's about 15 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. I hope it added some value for you. I hope it gave you ideas on how to create your own virtual spaces and your own virtual tours and how to create the most immersive experience possible. And go out and try it. I would say just get started and try. And then hopefully, we are always here to help you guys out if there is anything that we can help you with. So we will definitely. Okay, great. Thank you, Frederick. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's about it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. And then we hope to see you at our next webinar about 2 weeks from now. Also a really interesting one. So stay tuned for that. All right. Thanks, guys. See you soon.